Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to always get the perfect armhole depth and armhole curve when working on your armhole. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you forgot to take the armhole measurements of the person you are working for, then this video is going to be helpful for you. Or you find yourself that after making your armhole for your clients it's always bigger and it's bulging, then this video is going to solve that issue. So stay to the end so that you can learn a thing or two about armholes. Let's get started. So I've already gone ahead to mark out my neckline, which is 3 inches depth and 3 inches width, standard measurements, and I've gone ahead to divide my shoulder into 2. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. Then I'll go down with 1 inch and create my shoulder slant. The first method we are going to be trying out today is dividing our armhole circumference by 2. Okay, you measure around your armhole and you divide it by 2. Whatever you have there, you put it down as your armhole depth. You can choose to add 0.25 to 0.5 inch allowance, okay, for ease. So let's go ahead and do that. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. okay, so first method is armhole circumference divided by 2, which is 17 divided by 2 equals to 8.5. okay, and that is that. You can use this method if you remember to take the armhole circumference of the person you are making the cloth for. So the second method we are going to be working with now is the bust circumference divided by 4 minus 1.5. okay, bust divided by 4 minus 1.5. okay, so the bust circumference I'm going to be using is 38. I'll be doing 38 divided by 4 and I'll minus 1.5 from there. So 38 divided by 4 minus 1.5, I have 8 inches. It's equals to 8 inches. okay, this one we got 8.5, this one 8 inches. That is still okay. The second method we are going to be using today again is still our bust circumference divided by 6 inches. okay, so let me write it down. I'll still put this on the screen so that it will be easier to understand. Divided by 6, then I will be adding 1.5. you see, this one we minus 1.5, this one we are adding 1.5. okay, so bust is still 38. 38 divided by 6 plus 1.5. so let's do that. 38 divided by 6 plus 1.5, I have 7.883 whatever, so I'm just going to approximate this and make it 8. okay, so equals to 8. We are going to be working on the fourth method, and the fourth method we are working on is the shoulder divided by 2 plus 0.5. okay, and the shoulder I'm working with is 15. So I'll divide 15 by 2 and I'll add 0.5. 0.5 is half an inch. So let's do that. 15 divided by 2 plus 0.5, I have 8. For this final method, you can choose to just put down your shoulder measurements without adding that 0.5, but I like to add that 0.5 to make sure that my armhole is comfortable and it's not too tight for the person I'm making the outfit for. okay, how I use these methods is if I'm working with a material that is not stretchy, I use my armhole divided by 2. Sometimes I even go ahead to add extra 0.5 inch is allowance to it. But if I'm working with stretchy materials, I use either of the other ones. They will work for me. okay, but all these formulas are good. If you use any of them, your armhole is going to come out nice. That's a promise. So now let's go ahead and draw our armhole depth. For this I'm just going to be using 8 inches. okay, majority carries the votes, so since we got a lot of 8 inches, I'll use that. So now I'm just going to cross check to see if it's on the same line with my shoulder length, which is 7.5. I will now connect the lines. I hope you understand this tutorial. If there is anything you don't understand, do not hesitate to ask questions on the comment section and I'll answer, okay? And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do that, okay? Don't skip this video because I'll still be sharing extra tips and tricks, so make sure you watch to the end. So I'm now going to draw this line out and make that our chest line, okay? I always like to double check to make sure my line is straight. Yeah. Straight. So now to get our armhole curve, if you are working for a size small, their bust circumference is usually from 32 to 35. You use 1 inch as their armhole curve, okay? For a size medium, their bust circumference ranges from 35 to 37 inches, okay? You should use 0.75 inch as their armhole curve, that is 3/4 of an inch, okay? For size large, their bust circumference is from 38 to 40. For their armhole curve, you should use 0.5 inch, that is half of an inch. For extra large and above, that is for those that their bust starts from 40 upwards, you can use 0.25 inch as your armhole curve, that is 1/4 of an inch, okay? So if you have bust of 40, 42, 45, 48, you use 0.25 to draw your armhole curve. To draft my armhole curve, I'll first of all find the midpoint of my armhole. My armhole depth is 8. If I divide 8 by 2 is 4, so I have marked the 4 out. The next thing I'm going to do now is to come in with 0.5 on my armhole because my bust falls under large, which is 38. Then I'll come down to my chest line and I'll divide my bust circumference, 38, by 4, and I'll have 9.5. I'll mark that 9.5 out. So if your bust circumference falls under small, you know that you are going to use 1 inch as your armhole curve. If it falls under medium, you should use 0.75 as your armhole curve. If it falls under extra large, you use 0.25 as your armhole curve. Mine falls under large, that is why I use 0.5, okay? So take note of this in case you want to do yours, you won't be confused. So I'll now go ahead and draft the curve. So what we want to do now is to connect these 3 points together, here and here. Please, if my background is noisy, just ignore it. I live in a noisy area, so that is why. So this is it. If you use this method, I promise you, you will always get the perfect armhole curve for your clients, okay? Now to get your back armhole curve, there is a method that I also use for this. If I'm working for a size small to medium, that means I used either 1 inch or 0.75 to draft their armhole curve, okay? In their front pattern, I came in with 1 inch on 0.75. What I like to do for their back pattern is I also come in with half an inch, okay? Half an inch on their back pattern, okay? Then I will put their bust measurements and draw their curve. But if it's a size large to extra large, I don't come in here on their back pattern. Rather, I come here and I come out with 1 inch, okay? I come out from here with 1 inch, then I just connect from here to here, just like this. and that is that. So for a size small to medium, I probably used 1 inch or 0.75 on their front pattern. So on their back pattern, I'll come in with half an inch and then put their bust measurements and connect it. But for the size large and extra large, I don't come in on their back pattern with anything. I just draw the curve starting from the midpoint, then I come out here with 1 inch and connect it to their bust pattern. I hope you understand what I mean. Please, if you have any question, do not hesitate to ask and I will be very happy to answer. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do that. It will mean a lot to me. It will motivate me to create more helpful tutorials for you people. Thank you for watching. Bye.